We are the weary. How can we be filled with Christmas cheer when our eyes are welling up with tears? Our hearts are aching from loved ones dying. Our minds are racing with COVID news recycling. Our bodies are breaking under the weight of societal dividing, cities rioting, and politicians lying. Shelves are emptying, fuel prices rising, inflation skyrocketing. Who could possibly be rejoicing as our world deteriorates into more screaming and fighting? We've buried too many, yet the hospitals say case counts keep climbing. Who else will be taken today? Help wanted, shopkeepers shout with their colorful signs, yet few workers are found amid all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. 2020 is gone, never to be heard from again. Hooray, we proclaimed at the dawn of the year 21. Yet the tidal wave of pain has left us languishing on depression lane. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, the favored carol is chiming. Once distant ideas of darkness long ago now stare us in the face with present realities we cannot forego. We are the weary, once tired of cliches, delays, and fickle hoorays. When the words don't come and everything feels numb, when tears fall and hands tremble and our capacities no longer keep us stable. Help, we whisper through choked, dry throats. Why, we shout into the heavens with dissonant notes. But then we hear a baby's cry and remember a dark night when glad tidings of joy pierced the sky. God's people, long oppressed, longed for light. Joseph and Mary, the angel said, would have a son who'd bring peace, salvation, and life. For shepherds and laborers, fishermen and farmers, priests and kings, and everybody in between, the news broke through the shadowlands into the hearts of an old woman and man. Simeon, wearied, wrinkled, and worn from many years of seeing Israel torn, held the hope of the world oft forlorn. He saw Israel's consolation, God's salvation, the light of revelation to people from every nation. Long-widowed Anna, warm memories of her husband grew distant and cold. Yet her heart was steadfastly holding to hope. There in the temple she waited and prayed until that same day when she beheld the face of redemption and all her fears were assuaged. The prophetess proclaimed, "Joy for the weary! God is writing a healing, redeeming story." We are the weary. The world viciously spins on in this dark night, but the song of joy has not ceased. There is light. You and I may experience His life. Step out of the cold, wearied isolation. Look upon the face of salvation. Hold on to Him for consolation, for a Savior was born to rescue us from all our shame, fear, and condemnation. We're invited to fall on our knees, to remember that night divine, for our redemption draws nigh. In Him we discover a new joy within our hearts, through the forgiveness and new life that He alone imparts. For my eyes have seen your salvation, which you have prepared in the presence of all peoples, a light of revelation to the Gentiles, and the glory of your people Israel.